This afternoon, we are gearing up for our next round of winter weather. And here's the latest on our winter storm alerts across much of eastern North Dakota for a winter storm warning. It includes Devil's Lake, Grand Forks on the west side of the Red River, East Grand Forks in blue. In western Polk County, you're in a winter weather advisory. And then this stretches down toward Fargo-Moorhead, the James River Valley. I think southeastern North Dakota is going to be one of the places hardest hit. And then extending into parts of Minnesota as well, including Fergus Falls and down toward the Wheaton area. So we're looking at the heaviest snow most likely falling here, though the track may shift slightly. And so we're in that advisory on the edges of this. There's going to be a pretty steep drop off in our snowfall totals in the eastern side of our viewing area. Out to the west, just outside of our viewing area, there are also some watches and advisories in effect as well, but likely the heaviest snow right where you see the red right now. Let's take a look at that radar and satellite map. Again, this is our visible satellite picture along with the radar. You can see that big deck of clouds that's been making its way through here in the valley. Starting to see that kind of move southward and perhaps a little bit of clearing up around the Lake of the Woods area. That's one place that may miss out on the active weather coming up for later tonight and tomorrow. Some snow showers over by the Williston area starting up, and again, all of this will be moving east toward us. Temperatures are a little cooler than the last couple of days, but still, at least we're above zero here. We're at 20 degrees in Fargo and in Grand Forks 14. Some cooler air moving southward with that north wind. That is this white line here. That's your freezing line. So still above freezing in parts of South Dakota. Here's a look at our temperatures closer in. We're at 19 degrees in Detroit Lakes. Mahnomen is at 19. So some areas in the teens in the south. We're hanging on to 28 in Oaks, and in Wadena we're at 25 degrees. Northern Valley, it's a little cooler. 10 in Hallock, Cavalier up to Walhalla, some of our coolest numbers. And Grand Forks checking in at 14 degrees. So a little cooler today, and we'll see those numbers just kind of slide a little bit more during the daytime hours because of this north wind. That's that cooler air moving in, and you can see that it's a little brisk at times. In Lakes Country, we've got a gust to 25 miles per hour in Fergus Falls and steady speeds in the 20s. So there may be a little bit of drifting snow happening across some of the roads, and it's certainly making it feel a lot colder. We've got a wind chill or two below zero, 4 below in Grand Forks and 5 below in Cavalier. So you're still going to want to bundle up, especially if you're in the Northern Valley. So let's get into the forecast. Over the next 24 hours, it's going to get a little bit bumpy here for the valley with those heavy snow showers expected. Won't happen through the afternoon, so you still have plenty of time to get out and run your errands, head home from work, pick up the kids from school, and you're not going to run into any issues as far as additional snowfall is concerned. But right around 7 o'clock tonight, those of us in the western part of the viewing area, Devil's Lake back over to Jamestown, you're going to want to start paying closer attention. That snow will start moving toward you first and then make its way farther east into the nighttime hours tonight. Temperatures, again, just kind of on the slow downward trend. But let's focus in on this storm. We've got snow moving into eastern North Dakota overnight, and by the time we get into tomorrow morning, we'll be starting the valley today at 4:30. You can tune in then for the latest. We'll be seeing some widespread snow, especially in eastern North Dakota. And then by the time we get into the 7 o'clock hour, more of it is spreading into west central Minnesota. And this is right where we're expecting that heavier snowfall through the day on Friday. Again, if you're to the northeast, it might be a quieter day for you. We're looking at Lake of the Woods, Red Lake area. Maybe not seeing much of anything with that cutoff. That wind is going to be out of the east, and it's going to be strong. We're looking at winds gusting into the 20s and 30s, not as intense as recent events, but enough to cause some blowing and drifting. So 6 to 10 inches of snow possible for a wide area, concentrating right now on eastern North Dakota. And in your 7-day planner, at least we have some decent weather for cleanup this weekend. Saturday morning is going to be pretty chilly, below zero, but we'll climb to 13, and Sunday even milder from there.
So it sounds like we have some tough weather, but then there's a positive side. We're going to have some good things coming up.
Right. We're not looking at a big Arctic outbreak behind this system, but we'll have a lot of snow to dig out from in a lot of spots.
I think if we could make it through the last few weeks, folks, we can make it through the next week. So
I'm sure we can.
But you know what? There is one place where cold is coming in handy, and snow for that matter, and that's the Iditarod.